Hi friends, my name is Udapalli JP Rao. I'm an experienced banking professional. Welcome to another edition of Loan Care. In this video, today I'm going to talk a little bit about what is NPA, what all actions banks or financial institutions can take on NPA customers or accounts. As per RBI Master Circular on Prudential Norms on income recognition, asset classification and provisioning pertaining to advances, any loan or an advance where interest and or installment or principal remains overdue for a period of more than 90 days in respect of a loan, overdraft, cash credit facility, bill discounting facility will be considered as NPA. Now banks further classify their NPA accounts into substandard assets, doubtful assets and loss assets. Now let us understand a little bit what about are these three types of classification. A substandard asset would be one which has remained as NPA for a period of less than or equivalent to 12 months. Now a doubtful asset is an asset which has remained in the substandard category for a period of 12 months. Now a loss asset is one where loss has been identified by the bank or internal or external auditors or the RBI inspection, but the amount has not been written off wholly. In other words, such an asset is considered uncollectible, is of such little value, is classified as loss asset. Now, for example, if pending interest and principals are paid by the borrower, in the case of accounts classified as NPA, the accounts will no longer or should no longer be treated as non-performing assets and should be classified as standard accounts by banks or financial institutions after completing of certain formalities. Now the provisionings, let's understand a little bit on the provisionings on the NPA accounts. The provisioning on the outstanding NPA accounts will be as follows. Up to 1 year of NPA, the provisioning is around 15% on the principal outstanding, and up to 2 years it is 25%, and up to 3 years it is 40%, and if the account has remained as an NPA for more than 3 years, then there will be 100% provisioning on NPA accounts. Now banks and financial institutions are empowered by various acts to initiate recovery proceedings on the NPA accounts legally. Let's talk a little bit on the act called SARFAESI Act. The Securitization and Reconstruction of Financial Assets and Enforcement of Security Interest Act 2002, that is SARFAESI Act 2002, the banks and financial institutions are allowed to repossess and auction residential, commercial and any other assets such as vehicles or construction equipment which have been mortgaged to the bank and auction them to recover loans. The banks and financial institutions may also initiate recovery proceedings such as civil and criminal proceedings to recover their outstanding amounts, such as initiate recovery dues by approaching debtor recovery tribunal or initiate arbitration proceedings. Now the banks and financial institutions can also file a case against the borrower under section 138 of the Negotiable Instruments Act 1881. If the borrower is determined as a willful defaulter, a criminal case can be initiated under the provisions of the section 403 and 415 of the Indian Penal Code 1860. Now the banks or the financial institutions can also write to your existing bankers or financial institutions intimating about the defaults and cautioning them on taking any additional exposure or continuation of credit facility. So these are some of the powers which banks and financial institutions have and can exercise in the event of an account classified as NPA on the NPA customers. So that's it for now. So whenever your account becomes an NPA, the right choice is to get into a discussion with the banks and the financial institutions and talk to them, negotiate with them and try to see that whatever outstanding dues are there, those are paid and the proceedings are deferred forever. Thank you so much for watching this video. For more such information videos, please keep watching Loan Care. Please like, share, subscribe and comment. And if you have any queries, please write to us at loancaretips@gmail.com. Thank you.